Welcome everybody to WordPress for Marketers. It's by myself, Basim Salim, and in this course we'll be looking at how to use WordPress for your marketing efforts. So either it means building your whole website on WordPress or using some of the functionalities that WordPress offers for selling, lead generation, and nurturing your customers. So before we kind of get into what the course is about, I want to give a brief background about why WordPress is so important, and most importantly, why WordPress is the top choice for marketers as a content management system. So before we get into that, let's talk about WordPress. And we have to keep in mind that nearly 20% of the internet is built on WordPress. And that is because of the ease and the extensibility of WordPress to accomplish the goals of marketers. So you're finding that every mom and pop businesses are using WordPress for their brands. Large enterprises are also taking WordPress as a large-scale CMS. So even big brands are using WordPress. Even they might not be using it for hosting their company data or information, but they are using it for their blogs just because of the ease of its customizability and ease of use by anybody on the company. And interestingly enough, 1/3 of all WordPress installations have been installed in the last year, which means that if you look at when WordPress started till now, 1/3 of all of them were last year. So that is about 145 million downloads of WordPress in the last 8 years and 45 million in the previous 12 months. And best of all, what makes WordPress so amazing is its plugins. And there are about 37,877 plugins with about close to 1 billion total downloads. So you can kind of see that everybody's rushing to WordPress and everybody wants to use WordPress. So let's look at, why WordPress? And why are 10 reasons why marketers should actually be using WordPress. The first one is that WordPress is easy to set up, manage, and update. So you don't need to be an internet expert or an HTML coder to use WordPress. All you need is an internet connection and a web browser to create a website. And in this course, I'll actually be showing you how you can actually do that within minutes. You'll be able to purchase your own domain name and hosting and actually set up your WordPress within about 2 minutes or less. Another thing is that WordPress is good for both your website and your blog. So WordPress originally started off as a blogging platform. So a lot of people were using WordPress for blogging. So you found a lot of blogs on WordPress. So you'd find, so-and-so.wordpress.org. Now it's become a full-featured content management system. So you can actually host your whole website. This means buying and selling on it, hosting your ebooks, your webinars, your content, whatever it may be. Another one is that there are thousands of professionally designed themes, and many of them are available for free. And if you look at the official WordPress theme directory, there are about 2,000 free themes, and there are even more ones at ThemeForest, StudioPress, and Elegance themes. So I also have another lecture where we talk about where is it that marketers can get themes for their websites. Now, WordPress plugins also add complex business features to your website without having to hire a code. So I think this is probably the highlight of WordPress, is that you have plugins that you can just add onto your website. So if you want to turn your website into an e-commerce system, you simply have to buy an e-commerce plugin. If you want your website to be integrated to Facebook, you simply just have to buy a Facebook plugin. If you want hosting webinars on your website, you simply have to get a webinar plugin for your WordPress website. So one of the great things about WordPress is that you can almost find a plugin for anything, and that really takes your business to the next level and your website to the next level. So WordPress is search engine friendly. So what do we mean by that? It's actually Google. An engineer at Google actually has said that WordPress automatically solves a lot of ton of SEO issues. And so there are a few things inherent within the SEO platform, the WordPress platform, that actually makes it easier for Google to actually index your website in their search engine. And also you have a free Yoast SEO plugin, which I'll be teaching you how to install and set up. Your site will be even more search engine friendly. Also, WordPress is popular. That given its ease and availability, thousands of professional quality themes and plugins, it is one of the most popular web publishing on the planet. So what this also means is, if we look at the next thing, is that there's a huge WordPress community. with so many users, there are so many active and generous communities that have popped up to provide support, exchange ideas, and make WordPress better for everyone. And this also shows that you'll be able to find almost answers to any of your questions on the web if you just type in, X is not working, WordPress, and you'll be able to find an answer to that. This one is really important. WordPress is ready for the mobile web. So many of the new themes that are coming out are designed to be responsive, i.e. mobile friendly, which means that your customers won't be challenged to use your websites on their smartphones. And the good thing is that even on the back end, WordPress is designed to work on your smartphones as well as full-size PCs. So you can actually start building your website off your mobile phone. And then WordPress has great support. So with this, many websites out there, you'll find some great support for questions, concerns, or needs. And also, I'm here to help you once you take this course. Then you also can go to YouTube channels, go to WordPress Codex, WordPress experts like me, and we can go ahead and try to solve your issues. Lastly, WordPress is open source. So unlike other website building tools, WordPress is open source and free from commercial restrictions and limitations, which means that you can use the WordPress software however you want, you can host it wherever you want, and also you can play around with the coding and the backend to fit your needs. And so WordPress really gives you that flexibility to do everything you want, and you don't have to be a coder. If you are a coder, then you are able to twist and turn the website to your needs and desires. So let's take a quick overview of the course and what we're going to cover. So what we'll be looking at is that the first thing we're going to talk about is WordPress themes. So we'll show you how to install your WordPress installation, how to set up a theme, where to look for themes, what are some best practices. We'll be looking at must-have plugins if you're a marketer, for lead generation, for nurturing, for selling. We'll be looking at how to optimize your website for SEO, probably one of the most important ones. How to generate leads on your WordPress website. So how to set up your WordPress website in a way that you can actually generate leads. And also, how can you get your website social with social media by integrating it with some of the major social media networks. And lastly, how do you sell on your WordPress website if you're selling digital products. And so with this course, I hope that by the end of it, you should be able to use WordPress as a marketing tool, as a marketing machine, and start making some money and revenue for you and your business. So I'll see you inside the course. Once again, if you have any questions, please leave one at the discussion forums, or you can contact me. Another contact information you'll see in the introduction section of this website. So with that, I wish you the best of luck with this course.